What's good with y'all? You see the games, right? Yes, sir. Come fun with me. Come fun with me. Bicep, tricep, all that good stuff. But, bro, the main thing about it is consistency. You want the honest to God truth, there's consistency. If you're not being consistent, that's the squat. For that, you're going to do squats. You're going to do, you know what I'm saying, leg extensions, all types of stuff. And also hoop. If you're not hooping, you're not going to get nowhere because that's the cardio. You know what I'm saying? Like when I dunked on you last week. Boom! You see that jumper? You got your paper? No, this isn't yours. Mister, I don't think this is paper. It says Anthony on this. Are you Anthony? Oh, you is. No, then this you. This you now. All right, I'm going to You stupid. I forgot about that. My fault for being late, mister. My PE teacher made me run 3 miles on some bullshit. He stay on that weird. You stay there. Can you pass out these papers, bro? What's good with y'all? You see the games, right? Yes, sir. Come fun with me. Come fun with me. Bicep, tricep, all that good stuff. But, bro, the main thing about it is consistency.
In the pink jersey, 8 days. Is he the leader? Was he the leader? He certainly is now, and he's going to be more the Giro leader after this. 24 hours ago, Isaac del Toro's Giro dream was dying. It is very much now alive and kicking. He's in the race. He's alive. Viva Mexico! Viva el Giro! Viva Isaac del Toro! Maglia Rosa, stage winner, and now increasing his lead. In the pink jersey, 8 days. Is he the leader? Was he the leader? He certainly is now, and he's going to be more the Giro leader after this. 24 hours ago, Isaac del Toro's Giro.
Hi, I'm Justin.
I lost my car, my girl, and
this is Harris.
Kiki is causing too much trouble.
And this is Harris. I'm the Tony's dad.
What's all this?
It's just on a small gift. But we talk about Tony first.
I'm pleased to share with you Tony is doing very well in math class.
What says mistakes that means you're learning? It should have said mistakes that means you're failing, right?
We really believe in positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement is no work. Back in my day, teacher is to take a ruler and a beating. I think a negative reinforcement is a better, right? How is my son ranked in class?
He's one of the top students.
One of the top students. So he's not a number one, right? You guys are doing so bad. How many times I have to tell you? Don't talk back to me. On the phone with my son. It's just one more second. It's a no more Wi-Fi for the week. Miss Harris, Tony really wants to do this summer internship. He needs a reference letter. I love your classes so much. You would be the perfect person to write that reference. It's so soft.
No, okay.
It's so soft. I'm not sure what size you were, but I just got an extra large. Korean big grade. Japan. It's dragon fruit. If you eat it 3 a day, you never die. This is all for you.
Oh, no, I really cannot accept these expensive gifts.
It's not that expensive. I'll take everything else. Just take these pears, okay? Just take these pears. It's good for you. It tastes sweet.
Well, thank you for these pears then. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Z?
Oh, wow. You know, I don't know how that got there. No take it back, right? No take reference letter. No take it back. Okay. And this is Harris. I'm the Tony's dad.
What's all this?
It's just on a small gift. But we talk about Tony first.
I'm pleased to share with you Tony is doing very well in math class.
What says mistakes that means you're learning? It should have said mistakes that means you're failing, right?
We really believe in positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement is no work. Back in my day, teacher is to take a ruler.
I'm back. I brought home some gifts for your daughter. Huh? Did you forget you have a daughter? You haven't given your daughter a gift in 9 months. Amira, come here.
My
Come
daughter
here,
has
Amira.
enough expensive jewelry.
What do you mean don't give your... Hold that one. What do you mean don't give your daughter any jewelry? When's the last time you even given your daughter a gift? Huh? I haven't seen her with new clothes since 9 months ago. Don't give her a gift. And that's not even expensive, bro. That's only 40,000. Try this one on. That's not expensive.
Baba, can I have some money?
No.
Oh.
No, come back, Amira, come back. Why are you so cheap for? How much you gonna ask for? You gonna say no? How much you want, Amira? How much?
$20.
$20, right? What you wanna go do? Get coffee with your friends?
Yeah.
Right, that's all she wanna do. She wants to get coffee with her friends. You're gonna say no? You so cheap. You don't wanna know something? Bubba was gonna put you up for adoption when you were 18 years old. Huh? I kept it a secret until today. Amira, here you go. Here you going. Take that one. Go get your coffee. You know what? Take my whole wallet. Take all the cards I have. Go get yourself coffee. Huh? That's the way I treat my daughter. You need to do the same. She gonna ask for $20. You're gonna say no? No wonder he wanted to put you up for adoption. I'm back. I brought home some gifts for your daughter. Huh? Did you forget you had a daughter? You haven't given your daughter a gift in 9 months. Amira, come here.
My
Come
daughter
here,
has
Amira.
enough expensive jewelry.
What do you mean don't give your... Hold that one. What do you mean don't give your daughter any jewelry? When's the last time you even given your daughter a gift? Huh? I haven't seen her with new clothes since 9 months ago. Don't give her a gift. And that's not even expensive, bro. That's only 40,000. Try this one on. That's not expensive.
Baba, can I have some money?
No.
Oh.
No, come back, Amira, come back. Why are you so cheap for? How much you gonna ask for? You gonna say no? How much you want, Amira? How much?
$20.
$20, right? What you wanna go do? Get coffee with your friends?
Yeah.
Right, that's all she wanna do. She wants to get coffee with her friends. You're gonna say no? You so cheap. You don't wanna know something? Bubba was gonna put you up for adoption when you were 18 years old. Huh? I kept it a secret until today. Amira, here.
Get up, we're leaving. We're leaving.
The most I've ever swam is 5.
Get up, we're leaving. We're leaving. Your dad's...
Go back to sleep.
No,
She's being
I'm
dramatic. Go
not
back
being
to
dramatic. We're not being
You're
dramatic,
being dramatic.
right?
Let him
I'm
sleep.
dramatic. I'm
Go
dramatic.
back to sleep.
Dad, this is why he has problems. Don't
Yes,
do
he
this.
did. No,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
okay.
see. You're
No,
good.
come with me.
You're good. Go back to
Don't.
sleep.
He's
You're good.
touching me. Don't touch me. Don't touch
Did
me.
I touch her? Did I touch her? This is because of your mom.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
your grandma?
real nice.
It's because of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mom.
yeah, he's
That's why.
sleeping.
Don't
Yeah.
go back in the room. Keep it open. Let him hear.
Get up, we're leaving. We're leaving. Your dad's...
Go back to sleep.
No,
She's being dramatic.
I'm
Go
not
back
being
to
dramatic. We're not being
You're
dramatic,
being dramatic.
right?
Let
Yeah,
him
I'm
sleep.
dramatic. I'm
Go
dramatic.
back to sleep.
Dad, this is why he has problems. Don't
Yes,
do
he
this.
did. No,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
okay.
see. You're
No,
good.
come with me.
You're good. Go back to
Don't.
sleep.
He's
You're good.
touching me. Don't touch me. Don't touch
Did
me.
I touch her? Did I touch her? This is because of your mom.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
your grandma?
real nice.
It's because of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mom.
yeah, he's
That's why.
sleeping.
Don't
Yeah.
go back in the room. Keep it open. Let him hear.
Get up, we're leaving. We're leaving. Your dad's...
Go back to sleep.
No,
She's being dramatic.
I'm
Go
not
back
being
to sleep.
dramatic. We're not being
You're
dramatic,
being dramatic.
right?
Let
Yeah,
him
I'm
sleep.
dramatic. I'm
Go
dramatic.
back to sleep.
Dad, this is why he has problems. Don't
Yes,
do
he
this.
did. No,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
okay.
see. You're
The most I've ever swam is 5,000 yards, and today I'm gonna try to double that and swim.
Okay, listen, guys. This meeting is super important.
About 2 weeks ago, our neighbor found
You want the good news or you want the bad news?
I guess the bad news first.
You got 30 cavities.
Is that my nephew? Is that my nephew?
Yeah, that's your nephew been gaining weight.
Yeah, he's been gaining weight, but he's gaining it in all the right places, looking like the big gym muscle guy he's looking like. And what about you? You've been 250 pounds since you were 7 years old, but brother, go right now, get me some water. Showing your older brother some respect when he's coming into the house. Go. This guy, your father always been lazy shit ever since he was 15 years old, always been lazy. You doing good though? You look good. Brother, let me show you this video on the Facebook. You're gonna... What you're doing while you're eating, brother? It's Ramadan.
I'm sick.
Oh, you're sick, right? This guy, you and your father, just like the same people you guys are just like. Because your father, when he was...
Today I will teach you how to make a chicken fried rice. It's so easy.
Can it grip something?
Boom. You feel me?
It's all good. I ain't tripping.
Grip. Don't get mad. Talk to me. I'm listening. I want to put that in some batter. Do it. Chicken wing batter. Yes. We gonna whip it up. Oh, I want to put that bitch in some batter. Put that motherfucker then when they hit the when that motherfucker hit the thing, say. Talk to me. You feel me? Chillin' though. Do a push-up, nigga. Badass.
No,
nigga.
no,
Do
no,
a push-up.
no,
nigga.
don't do no.
He's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it.
For years, Pirate Software built his brand on the illusion that he was the smartest person in the room. But in 2025, that entire image fell apart when he was exposed as one of the most toxic and dishonest individuals in the game development community.
The level of stupid that I just had to receive was like sitting on Twitter for 12 hours. It sucks. That's a really stupid move.
When Pirate Software told everyone that he worked on video games for 20 years, that he worked as a hacker, why did anyone believe him when this was what he was putting out? Why did it take this long for people to call him out for being a fraud when this is his magnum opus?
In the fallout, he lost more than 500,000 subscribers and almost 90% of his Twitch viewership in the span of a few short months. You'd think such a fall from grace would force anyone to step back and reflect on themselves, but Pirate Software seems to have learned nothing, because even in the big 2026, he still can't stay out of controversy and online outrage, all due to his massive ego, refusing to accept when he's wrong, and lying through his teeth to the whole world. Is the Pirate Software hate train running again? I'm so stoked. This guy is under-hated still. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and this is the self-inflicted downfall of Pirate Software. In this video, we're going to be breaking down how Pirate Software, aka Thor, cannot stop turning himself into an online lolcow. And by the end, you'll see why this latest desperate attempt to prove himself right might have finally destroyed what was left of his image. I have already made 2 videos covering the 2025 drama in detail, but here's a super quick recap of how everything spiraled out of control. The entire thing started in January 2025 during a World of Warcraft run, when Thor refused to help his teammates at a critical moment, causing them to die and lose months of progress. When the community called him out for the selfish play, he refused to take any accountability.
Wants me to sit down, grovel on my knees and be like, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Yamato. It was all my fault, the mage."
This ultimately led to him being kicked out from OnlyFans, a well-known World of Warcraft guild he was part of. While this controversy didn't do much damage to his image, it exposed Thor's inability to take criticism in a healthy way. A pattern, mind you, that would only get worse over time. By June 2025, he found himself in much hotter water, this time for his stance on the Stop Killing Games movement, a widely supported, community-driven effort to legally prevent publishers from shutting down games that players had already paid for. As one of the most influential voices in the gaming community, people expected Pirate Software to back the movement. But not only did he misunderstand the entire initiative, he used aggressive language to actively discourage it.
That is a horrible direction. That's awful, dude. No, eat my entire. The level of stupid that I just had to receive was like sitting on Twitter for 12 hours. This sucks. That's a really stupid. That's an incredibly stupid move. I think this is complete garbage. All of this can eat that. I dropped the mask entirely. I have no qualms about that. They can eat the whole thing.
His viewers weren't happy seeing him trash something the entire internet considered fundamentally pro-consumer, and even major YouTubers like Charlie publicly called out Thor for his stance.
But there's irrefutable evidence that you had a detrimental effect, a majorly damaging effect on Stop Killing Games because of your misinformation that you spread about it in 2 videos and across all your streams, and not once have you bothered to correct that record.
As a result, Pirate Software started losing tens of thousands of subscribers every day. But once again, instead of admitting that he was wrong and apologizing, he doubled down, and even tried to play the victim by claiming his games were being review bombed, which predictably only made things worse. And before this controversy could even cool off, he took another massive hit to his reputation. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent history verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles,
is Shelly.
July 2000, a video analyzing Thor's coding abilities.
Imagine removing all these comments. Would you, as a newly added game developer to his game project, have any idea that one is Shelly? You would have no idea. This would never ever be allowed in a production repository, and like I've been hinting, it's below what you'd expect of a bottom tier intern.
For years, Thor had built his brand on expertise, claiming he'd worked as a hacker for the government and spent significant time at Blizzard, the legendary game studio. He leaned heavily on these credentials to establish authority in the community.
I've been in the gaming industry for about 20 years. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment, then Amazon Game Studios, and now I own my own studio, Pirate Software, by the same name, which is an indie studio, and I've been here for about 8 years now.
So when Coding Jesus put that video out, it threatened to unravel that entire image. But rather than addressing the technical criticism head-on, Thor attacked Coding Jesus personally.
It's just another, like, YouTube grifter trying to fight for relevance, dude. That's all that shit is. All too common these days.
And deflected every time he was caught being objectively wrong.
Manually setting all to 0 with 8 lines. Those were set to 0 because it was ending the alarms. By setting them to 0, you're actually setting the alarm to off.
So what he's doing here is a classic example of deflection. He pretends the chatter asked, why do you set the alarms to 0, instead of the question, which was, why don't you iterate over them in a for loop? A for loop is a very basic coding construct. If you're iterating through a consecutive set of numbers, you definitely want to use that. It's the perfect scenario for a for loop.
Unsurprisingly, his reputation as an expert game developer collapsed almost overnight, and worked at Blizzard became a full-blown meme. But that was far from the deepest hole he'd dig for himself. On July 5th, an ex-user tweeted a screenshot of a conversation between Thor and his mod, Kronos, which revealed that they had allegedly faked his record-breaking Twitch hype train back in April 2024 by gifting subs and bits to himself. Both Thor and Kronos denied the allegation and acted as if they were the victims of unfair online hate. But days later, another person posted a screenshot of the exact donation in question and proved that Pirate Software was a shameless liar, completely shattering whatever trust his viewers still had in him. What ties all these controversies together is a single, consistent pattern. Thor's arrogance prevents him from ever admitting fault, even when he's clearly, demonstrably wrong, and at times he'll resort to outright lying to avoid it. Pirate had a golden ticket to being as big as the biggest influencers, but his ego was stroked too much to allow himself a little humility, and that was his biggest fault, letting it go to his head. As a result, he burned through nearly all of his credibility in just a few months. And for a creator whose entire brand was built on authenticity and expertise, losing that trust meant losing almost his entire audience. But if there was one silver lining for Pirate throughout this 2025 fallout, it's that the people who are watching him after everything are genuinely loyal fans who are clearly ready to support him through the worst of times. And with that kind of audience, he still had one last shot at redemption. Obviously, reaching back to his peak was nearly impossible, but he could slowly rebuild momentum, provided he course-corrected and proved he was capable of growth. But if his recent behavior is anything to go by, it looks like he would rather sabotage his own comeback than swallow his pride. After the hype train scandal blew up in July, Thor stayed relatively low for a few months, until he decided to make a big comeback in December 2025, with a month-long event called Indecember.
For the entire month of December, we're going to be doing an event. We're going to be calling it the Indecember Games Show. One of the things that I've seen with traditional game shows is they're usually quite short. It's usually just a day or a couple of hours. Those games don't get a lot of breathing room. It's usually just an ad that plays. So since I'm doing it over the entire month, we're going to be playing those games on stream. We're going to be talking to developers. We're going to be interacting with those communities. We're going to be really doing deep dives on every one of these.
He presented the event as an initiative designed to spotlight indie developers and showcase smaller games that normally wouldn't get mainstream attention.
I've also seen inside of the indie scene that money ends up being an issue for everybody. It's incredibly expensive for the indie shows to be able to show off their games, and it ends up being a huge barrier for them to be able to do this. So I'm doing it for free. We've got corporate sponsors, we've got some other types of sponsors that are in there, and we've got you guys as the viewers, so the indies aren't going to pay a dime. That's the whole point with this.
Maybe this was his attempt to re-establish himself as an influential figure in the space, after months of public humiliation. And to be fair, a lot of his audience responded positively. Sounds like an awesome way to support indie games. So happy you're doing this. But once the event actually kicked off, it became clear who it was really for. Some industry observers pointed out that the event structure benefited Thor far more than the developers he claimed to be uplifting. There was no dedication dedicated website, no centralized hub, developers had to reach out to Thor directly just to participate, and he hadn't taken any real steps to ensure these games would gain sustained exposure beyond his own stream. Now, did the event bring some new eyes to those developers? Probably, but the spotlight stayed almost entirely on his platform, and if you look at the numbers, there was actually a small bump in his viewership during that month. This criticism never escalated into a full-blown scandal, but it once again revealed the same pattern. Even when positioning himself as a champion for others, Thor has a habit of shaping the narrative so that he remains at the center of it, and that exact ego that needs to always be the smartest, the most important person in the room is what sparked his most recent controversy, one that might just be the final nail in the coffin. For years, Ashes of Creation had been marketed as the next great evolution in the MMO space. It raised over $3.2 million in crowdfunding, built a passionate community of nearly 20,000 backers, and asked players to believe in it for close to a decade. Then, on February 1st, 2026, without warning, Intrepid Studios announced that it was shutting down development and laying off the entire development team. As you can imagine, the backlash was immediate, and a significant chunk of that anger landed straight on Pirate Software, because if you've watched Thor for any length of time over the past few years, you know he has been one of the loudest voices backing the project. But just 4 days before the official shutdown, he quietly stopped backing the game, and when Intrepid made the announcement public, Thor posted a lengthy tweet claiming he wasn't surprised the project failed, which to a lot of people felt incredibly two-faced. How could you have been connected to this game for 5 years and not smelled the BS, when so many others warned to stay away? Pirate Software peddles the game hard and managed to jump ship before it comes out as a scam game. I can't tell what Thor is full of more, himself or shit. The very next day, Thor uploaded a YouTube video addressing the situation. In it, he claimed that the real reason he distanced himself from Ashes of Creation was moderation issues. According to him, there were racist and hateful users infesting the community.
And I was sending them stuff back and forth with this, and I was like, hey, we got a serious moderation problem on the server. And we started linking them things. There was a guy that was actually posting comments about Jewish people every day, all day, right? He was just doing that every single day, all day. And the account would just change every single day. Guy never got banned. We had a guy that was saying that he wanted to form a group to go kill all the LGBT people on the server. We got a screenshot of that, sent it up to them. Guy never got banned.
He also showed a screenshot of a message from Margaret Crone, who was head of communications on the project.
What led me to quit the game was actually this response from Margaret, which I have right here.
Now, on the surface, what Thor said sounds completely reasonable, but this is Thor we're talking about, and by now, you should already know how this goes. Given his track record of twisting situations to make himself look like the only right person in the room, people weren't exactly inclined to take his word for it. Shortly after his video went live, Margaret went on social media and claimed that Thor had misrepresented the context of that message. This was not what that message was in reference to. It was in reference to someone calling him a ferret effer, and good shit, your Kiwi Farms page is booming. We actioned the account, but did not permanently ban the person. Those other folks saying super egregious things like saying they wanted to kill LGBT people, we were banning. And given Thor's history of lying, a large portion of the community sided with her immediately. So in an attempt to prove himself right once and for all, Thor released screenshots of an extremely long text exchange between him and Margaret. But this move was about to backfire in the worst way imaginable, because the texts didn't show what Thor wanted them to show. They showed the opposite. From the very start of the conversation, Thor wasn't reporting a racist user. He was reporting people who were making fun of him or referencing his Kiwi Farms page, and calling him names. That was what he wanted Intrepid to take action on. And when they didn't act fast enough, he texted Margaret again a week later, asking why the players he reported still hadn't been banned. Margaret explained that not every report leads to a permanent ban, stating, depending on the severity and context, some cases warrant warnings or temporary actions, which are not reflected on the public ban list. She also explained that their small support team was working through a massive backlog of reports, which was causing delays, but Thor seemed fixated on getting these viewers banned. According to him, they were connected to the 6 swatting incidents he had experienced over the past year. Now, to be clear, swatting is a completely unjustifiable form of cyber harassment that that can put someone's life at serious risk. It is not something anyone should ever have to deal with. But as Margaret pointed out in her reply, it's also not something a video game moderation team has any control over beyond their own platform. We hear you, and we want to be very clear that we take concerns like this seriously. If at any point you feel that your personal safety is at risk, we strongly encourage you to contact local law enforcement immediately. We can and do take action within our platforms, but threats that extend beyond the game or into the real world are best handled by the appropriate authorities, which was a reasonable response. But not for Thor. You see, he's so used to banning everyone in his chat who criticizes or pokes fun at him, he expected the same instant treatment here. But when he couldn't get the situation handled exactly the way he wanted, he flipped out and sent a long, threatening message that he would stop playing and streaming the game. At this point, it would have been completely understandable if the person on the other side got irritated and simply stopped responding to him. But Margaret continued to be really polite, reading, "I can see how deeply disappointed you are, and I understand why this moment feels like a breaking point. We investigate the reports you and others submitted. The messages in question occurred within a very short window, roughly a 15-minute span, and involved only a handful of posts. While some of the language used was inappropriate and unacceptable, our current moderation framework does not always move directly to permanent bans for first-time offenses of this nature." She also explained that there was no way for her team to confirm whether the in-game users Thor reported were actually the same people responsible for swatting him, which to anyone with common sense should be obvious. As soon as Pirate released these conversations publicly, the entire community pointed out two things. Number one, he had once again twisted the narrative to make himself look like he could never be wrong, and second, he came across as incredibly entitled and unwilling to even consider someone else's explanation. Naturally, this triggered another intense wave of backlash against him. Pirate being so deep in Delulu that he doesn't even realize he proves himself wrong, and a liar. Gotta be one of my favorite genres. Lol, Pirate claimed they said something completely different and worse. Once again, his drama is over nothing but his own actions. And now, with him once again turning himself into an online lolcow, it feels increasingly unlikely that the internet will ever take him seriously again. However, what makes this downfall story uniquely disappointing is that at every turning point, Pirate Software had a chance to stop the hate by simply admitting fault and showing humility, but every time he chose his ego instead. In trying to protect his pride, he slowly destroyed any realistic path to redemption, and this comment sums up the entire saga better than anyone else. It's hilarious how his rep went downhill so fast. If he could just shut up and admit his wrong once in a while, no one would have cared.
But just let this.
Today we were asking strangers what restaurants to avoid in London, and guess what? We're gonna go to them. I'm going in completely open-minded and hopefully proving to the person it is worth going. Let's get on with it.
Okay, first of all, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Amal.
Amal, nice to meet you. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What restaurant should people avoid and why?
Ooh. We just went to Farm Girl just
Okay.
over there, and yeah, no, it wasn't.
Not it?
We had to leave. Yeah.
Did you order something specific or what
We
was
didn't
it?
even order. We just left.
It was just the
because,
service was
yeah,
bad.
It was awful. Like we were waiting for like 10 minutes. Then we finally sat down, and the menu just was so different from what they've got online, and we were just like, nah. So we left. Yeah.
So Farm Girl, we're gonna come. Hopefully we don't get the same experience.
Yeah. Probably not.
We
Don't
probably
know.
will or we won't.
You probably will. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know.
We are outside Farm Girl. It's just over here behind my shoulder. It's a 4.4 on Google. So anyone walking past this is probably just going to think, oh, that's a nice normal cafe. There's people outside. But we were told the service wasn't it. It was a bit slow. Right, the sign does say, please wait outside to be seated, thank you. I wouldn't say they're overly busy either. I don't know how long we're going to be here, but let's see if they were telling the truth. Yes, please. How are you today?
Good.
Good, good. Yeah, good, thank you. I'm going to squeeze in. The cameraman can't fit. We're going to be getting a coffee and a croissant. I'm in the mood. We literally waited 2 minutes, so far, maybe you just got unlucky. Looking at the menu, they've got avocado on toast for £11.50. They've got some sandwiches, some salads, hot bowls, brekkie bowls, pancakes, and egg dishes as well. But I think we're just going to get a coffee and a croissant. The coffee has arrived. I've got a single. I don't know why, but it seems smaller than I thought. Is that the normal amount for a thing? Like, look, you can pretty much get that all in one, you know? It's quite strong. It's quite sweet. So I'm not quite sure how this went from a croissant to a breakfast plate, but it did. This was £15.50. We've got scrambled eggs, bit of bread, a beef sausage, a split tomato, so we're getting a whole tomato at least, and then some mushrooms. I'd say it's on the more pricey side. Thinking back to my local cafe back home, you can get a full plate for like £9. But let's get stuck in. It tastes like a hot dog. It straight up tastes like a hot dog. We've got like a big folded bread here as well. That's been folded in half. So I think the tomatoes have been covered in thyme and the mushrooms have been coated.
From being featured on national TV with millions of viewers, to getting fired from 3 different jobs in 1 week and living out of a suitcase. My name's Ryan, and we're gonna find out how EDP445 went from YouTube royalty to the most hated man on the internet and how ruined his life is now. Starting as Bryant Moreland in 2010, he quickly found his niche with American football commentary, and his unfiltered raw style hit differently. In 2015, his reaction to an Eagles trade went completely viral, spreading across every social media platform, and his fame went beyond just YouTube, as EDP started getting featured on Tosh.0, MTV, and Comedy Central. He was hitting mainstream. By 2020, he had exploded to over 2 million subscribers and was pulling in serious money. But what EDP didn't expect is YouTube refusing to send him his gold play button.
1 million subscribers because according to them, my channel doesn't match the criteria and all this bullshit. And I'm like, wait, what the f?
However, his loyal fanbase defended him with comments like, "I can't believe this wonderful man didn't get a play button," and made him a custom gold play button instead.
I got my customized YouTube play button coming. Unfortunately, it's not from YouTube, so fuck YouTube.
By 2020, EDP445 had everything: fame, money, and millions of devoted fans who would defend him no matter what. But the internet would soon discover the dark secret he'd been hiding. In July 2020, the first serious allegations appeared as a YouTuber called Cold Raven started investigating EDP, claiming he had proof of him messaging minors.
Picture of her, he says right under it, "I have this bitch bouncing in my dick." Retard. That bitch has some big ass fucking titties.
Screenshots of EDP445 being catfished by a person pretending to be a 17-year-old teenager were also circulated online. In the conversation, EDP texts, "Help me next time I'm jacking off lol," to whom he thinks is a 17-year-old girl. If that wasn't bad enough, there are audio messages of EDP requesting an explicit picture of a 16-year-old girl named Lucy.
You better show me some fucking titties. I don't give a fuck. Like, you talking about you want me to wish that nigga happy birthday, motherfucker? You better show me some fucking titties or something, shit.
Despite knowing her age.
Not EDP, like, she's 14, like, she's 15, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck, nigga.
I'm back. I brought home some gifts for your daughter. Huh? Did you forget you had a daughter? You haven't given your daughter a gift in 9 months. Amira, come here.
My
Come
daughter
here,
has
Amira.
enough expensive jewelry.
What do you mean? What do you mean don't give your hold that one? What do you mean don't give your daughter any jewelry? When's the last time you even given your daughter a gift? Huh? I haven't seen her with new clothes since 9 months ago. Don't give her a gift. And that's not even expensive, bro. That's only 40,000. Try this one on. That's not expensive.
Baba, can I have some money?
No.
Oh.
No, come back, Amira, come back. Why are you so cheap for it? How much you gonna ask for? You gonna say no? How much you want, Amira? How much?
$20.
$20, right? What you want to go do? Get coffee with your friends?
Yeah.
Right, that's all she want to do. She wants to get coffee with her friends. You're going to say, no, you so cheap. You don't want to know something? Bubba was going to put you up for adoption when you were 18 years old. Huh? I kept it a secret until today. Amira, here you go. Here you going. Take that one. Go get your coffee. You know what? Take my whole wallet. Take all the cards I have. Go get yourself coffee. Huh? That's the way I treat my daughter. You need to do the same. She going to ask for $20. You're going to say no? No wonder he wanted to put you up for adoption.
から6話突如日本に襲来呪術師する呪術廻戦近未来スピンオフ呪術廻戦文次郎
Just like old times.
Watch it.
Stay red, stay red. 15 seconds.
Now what do I do?
We'll get him.
Oh, wait. Does he get kicked off the team if he runs it? Huh? Does he get kicked off the team if he runs the light?
It's a good question. Yeah, he made it.
What a responsible man.
Thanks.
Now, I look like a jerk. How heavy is that gimbal? Looks like at least 30 pounds. Enough for me to need a head start. At least 30 pounds. Yeah. That's why I rode the light bike today. Now I just got to see if I can do my job and what Holly does. Is he paying you? What's that? Is he paying you? No. Safa, cut the boy Taylor a check. I'm mic'd up. Safa, don't be stingy. Here we are, the breakaway. Let the record show, I'm doing 256 watts. That is weight for Sean power. There he is. Oh, Phil rode the rim brake bike today. That was rude, Cormac! There they go. Go, Sean, go. Go, go. Nice job. Oh. That was the line right. There's lines right there. You got it. Whew.
Gotta lose some weight, boys.
Oh, man. How's that got down? That's fun. Oh. That was hard with the head start.
I believe it.
And no wind.
That 60-pound camera.
Also didn't touch the wind for 1 second.
What's that? How do you feel after a glorious Nichols win? Career changing for sure. No, good one out with the lads. Breakfast coming up a bit at the end there, but...
Oh, that looked so painful watching you guys side by side at the finish. Oh, nice exercise. Quality of breakaway, man. Ooh.
And then someone's got to make the video interesting.
That's when it started to hurt, trying to chase you down. That was a perfect Safa move, too.
Yeah.
Your attack.
I figured.
Oh, that hurt. He went the head start. That was.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was way.
I was like, I'm doing like.
It was definitely cheating.
I'm like.
It was really fast. That was like. Sean's first attack was ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I was like, oh shit.
What's your name, man? I'm Cormac. Cormac. Nice to meet you.
Cormac did a Safa attack.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. I was like, oh, I've seen that before.
That was on the left of the, yeah. I actually said that in the helmet to Bucky.
old
I'm like, oh, that's what I would have done. Yeah. Hey, man, it's a street race. It is a street race. Yeah, they know brought all your pro friends today. What's going on?
Yeah, the real pros are on Nichols, right? What's Garen doing? Drinking coffee in Malibu.
Where's Jared? Where's the Lux guy? Was he with you? Did that bring back childhood memories? Oh yeah. Yeah? Good old days. Nice to be back 5 years later. Don't think I'm as fast anymore, but... Well, it's the early season, you know? Hopefully you're not peaking right now. Let's hope not. If this is my best, it might not go so well this season. But yeah, we don't want to see you back next year doing every Nichols ride. Yeah. Isabel, we don't have the budget for a woman's camera bike yet.
You'd rather just look around women's victory. Oh, how'd it go?
You did win the women's race, and we shall try
Tight
in the
race.
future have an extra motorbike for you.
No, it's okay. This is what makes me faster. Gotta chase all the boys down.
5-1 today.
That's tough.
You weren't very far behind.
That was fun.
This part.
How'd it go?
It was good. It was like a 5-up sprint finish.
That's awesome.
Obviously showing.
Where are we today? Today we're at the O2 and no one panic. We're not going to Cineworld. Now, when you come to the O2, you've got a major selection of different restaurants to try, and if there's a group of you, you're kind of like, well, I want to go to Five Guys, which is next to me, or I want to go here, I want to go for a Chinese, I want to go for an Indian. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to combine the whole lot. I'm going to go to Jimmy's. Now, Jimmy's is a buffet. Now, the last time I'd done a buffet, whew, that was a little bit expensive, and this one is a lot cheaper. I actually just walked past, and do you know what? It's only £15. £15 for the buffet. Mind you, prices do vary. Now, I've done quite a few videos recently in London, and you have my apologies, sort of work commitments have sort of restrict me a little bit. However, from next week, I'm venturing out, I've got a bit of time off, so thumbs up there. As always, let's give it a go. Looking forward to this. Okay, so we're here at Jimmy's World Grill and Bar. Just give you an indication of the prices. Lunchtime, Monday to Friday, £15, and basically borderline, everything else is £23 except dinner evenings, 5 till 10, Monday to Thursday, which is £21. Come on then, let's give it a go. He attacked me. Okay, so here we are inside. If you take a look over there, you'll see Cineworld. So location-wise, it's just kind of opposite Cineworld. Now take a look around in here. This is vast. There is a lot of tables. Now we have come here very early. We came at opening time because obviously that's the easiest time to film. Yeah, this is very big. The other thing is, it's wheelchair friendly. Even though we're up here, there is a lift to come up here, so no problems there as well. Now I've had a cheeky look to see what is sort of available. There's a big range, well, it's not a big range actually. There's a range of curries, Chinese, there's some chicken there, Mexican range, pizzas as well. So yeah, oh, and some sushi, so I might give that a try. So yeah, it's I thought the range would have been a little bit bigger, I have got to say. Now, if you fancy some drinks, you've got red wine, white wine, you've got a cocktail list. Now, I can't show you a menu, obviously, because it is a buffet. So yeah, got myself some water as well. So what I'm going to do is going to go up, decide what I'm going to have first, and I'll see you guys shortly. Cheers. Well, almost cheers. Okay, I've gone up there. I've got my Chinese selection. I want to say not a huge range. Now, I've got myself some squid there in Thai red curry sauce, sweet and sour chicken, beef in black bean sauce. I could have had chicken in Thai green curry or vegetables as well. That was the total range. Now, first impressions. You've got to take a close up on this. That sauce looks very watery, as does that one, and definitely that one. So first impressions, I'm kind of like, ooh, better not overload my plate here. But as you know, it's all about the flavour. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Do I need a spoon or do I need the fork? I'm going to start with the fork anyhow. So yeah, let's go for the squid. It's the first time I've had squid on the channel, isn't it? So take a look there. Got the squid. Let's not go for the biggest one, Gary. Let's just get a bit of sauce there with some rice. So. Squid can be a little bit rubbery. That's definitely rubbery. The thing that's really disappointing there, it's actually cold. We've got to bear in mind, we've come in just as it's open, so the entire red curry sauce is very thin. Has got a little bit of a bite to it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's be fair. Let's go for another piece. It's not right to judge it on one piece, is it? My God, that is really rubbery. That has not got a nice flavour to it, not a nice taste. And as I said, disappointment is it's actually cold. So I'm not mad about the squid Thai red curry. Tell you what, let's have a little drink there. Changing utensils because I'm going for the sweet and sour chicken here. And as I said earlier on, that sauce is very thin. I'd say that's cold as well. That's very strange, that's cold. Right, let's just stay with the spoon. Let's try the chicken. Chicken's very bland. It's sweet and sour. So you like to get the sweetness and the sourness coming through. It's not. I don't know what I really to say. That is very disappointing. It's see that chicken is a little bit on the hard side as well. Flavour-wise, there's not a huge amount of flavour to it. I promise you, there is no flavour in that at all. That's not only cold, totally lacking. Listen, let's not be. Let's get positive with this. Now, this has got to be hot. I lifted it up. All the steam came out. So, my beef and black bean sauce. Nice flavour to that beef. However, again, that black bean sauce is just like water. Try it with some onions and that's borderline pointless. The good news is though, got to take the positives here. Nice flavour to the beef, and it was a little bit warmer, or hotter if you like, than the other two, but all round. Yeah, I wouldn't go mad for the Chinese range, because you've got to bear in mind, as I said, I could have the chicken Thai chicken, green curry, or I could have had some mixed vegetables. I'm quite pleased I didn't actually go for them. Onwards and upwards. I'm going to plough on here, finish it up because I don't like wasting food. So, yeah, bad choices, Gary. Very bad choices. Mind you, it's not bad choices. I only had a choice of 5, didn't I? So I couldn't really make, well, anyhow, I'll crack on. Okay, so I went up for my Indian selection, and again, not a huge range. Take a look here. I've got the Bombay potato, I've got chicken tikka with onion. That's lamb curry on the bone. Chicken tikka masala. Now, the thing I did like is wanted a naan, and the chap made it there in front of me. So yeah, I know that's going to be nice and hot, so no issues there. But let's dive in. Where shall I start? Let's start with the chicken tikka. Let's have a look at the sauce there. Yeah, that's nice consistency to the sauce. One, unfortunately, of the theme, it's not that hot. It's not cold. It's not that hot. But there's nothing really, there's no real flavour to that sauce. What flavour is there? Actually, it hasn't got a nice taste. Now, oh, that's good. Chicken just pulled away really nicely. So, it's positives there. Nothing wrong with that chicken. It's tender, pulled away nicely. The only disappointment was, if the sauce was better, that actually would be quite a nice meal. But yeah, it's a tad disappointing. Now, I'll come to the chicken tikka in a second. Now, it's very unusual. Lamb on the bone. That's definitely a bone there. The other thing is, when I opened it up, it wasn't a huge amount of lamb. I had to dig all the way through it. So let's get a piece of lamb with some of the sauce there. I'm going to have to go for the bigger piece there, I'm afraid. Guys, I had lamb on the channel a couple of videos ago, and I said, oh, that's the best lamb I've ever had. This goes to the other extreme. It's not very good. It's very gristly. I'll tell you what else I don't like. I actually don't like the flavour of that sauce. Let's try it again. No, my God, that's horrible. Again, you come in and take a close-up on this, you can see that is just pure fat. Now, those who watch the channel know I don't actually mind eating the fat, but I like to eat the fat, and it actually tastes quite good. And yeah, I'm struggling with that. Saying that, the sauce has got a little bit of heat, it's got a little bit of kick in there. The only problem with it is, actually, it's not a problem. The heat actually helps the sauce because the sauce doesn't taste very good, so the heat's actually, yeah. Now, onto the Bombay potato. Now, just taking a look, they're new potatoes. My first impression when I actually opened up, they do look, and again, just take a look at that fella there, do look a little bit overdone. In fact, very overdone. I'm not going to have that one. Let's try this one here. Now, that one's okay. Nice cold. It's ice cold, unfortunately. Now, there is a positive there. The sauce that goes with that Bombay potato is actually the best sauce I've had so far. I really like my Indian cuisine. I like my curries. And I've got to tell you, every time you have Bombay potato, as far as I'm concerned, or sagaloo, you can't use new potatoes. They just go too hard. Oh dear. I am really struggling. I try and get some positives here. Now, he made this naan. He done it in front of me. Put some butter on it as well. I'm not sure what sauce to have. Actually, I do. Let's have this Bombay potato sauce, because that was the best one by miles. Thumbs up to the chap who made that for me, because that is the highlight of my meal. That's a nice naan. Do you know, I've never done this on the channel before, but I'm not actually going to have any more. It's kind of a running theme here. One, it's cold. Everything is quite bland. The flavours aren't there, you know, and this isn't just here, it's on the Chinese selection. And yeah, I'm just I actually wanted to come in. I wanted to try the sushi there. They got pizza as well. They got some salad. Mind you, they can't get the salad cold, can they? Yeah, I'm not having a good experience, unfortunately. You know, I never normally say because I'm not too sure what to say to you. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try and wade my way through here. I'm going to finish up the dessert section and hope for the best on that. Just, do you know, if you came in here, okay, evening time, and you spent, I don't know, the prices outside, and I'll tell you what they are at the end. But let's say you spent over £20, 24, £25, what have you. You'll be eternally disappointed. And I've spent 15, or I'm going to spend 15. So yeah, I'm just not impressed. Waste of £15 in truth. Now, you're all worried about the cameraman. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about him too much. We're both got to pay for the buffet today, so he's having a buffet. No, he's not. He's just looked at me and said, "You completely mad?" And he's going, "No chance." So, yeah. Right, that's it. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to get some dessert, and let's stay positive. For a good naan. Okay, we just had to change the angle slightly because some people have sat down next to us here. Quite strange, a vast restaurant, as you saw, put people all on top of each other. Now I'm looking for a game saver here. So I've got my velvet cake there, some cheesecake, jelly. It says strawberry jelly, but that looks like orange jelly. And I've got myself some mousse. Let's start off with the jelly. Do like me jelly. Believe it or not, that is strawberry jelly, as advertised. It's a nice jelly, isn't it? Now, around here, to me, strawberry cheesecake. With cheesecake, you always expect a biscuit bottom. That's not a biscuit bottom. Although, it's kind of like a mousse more than anything else. And it's actually quite a nice strawberry mousse. Now, do you know that's nice mango? You can actually taste mango there. It's got thousands and bits and pieces on top, whatever they're called. But overall, I do like that mousse. Do you know, I might actually get another one of them just to try and save the day for myself. Yeah, I do like that mousse. Now, onto the velvet cake. Just knock that over. So you've got a sponge underneath, some cream on top. Nice vibrant colours there, look at that. Really nice colours. Yeah, the sponge isn't dry at all. Yeah, I like that. Now, I've come to the conclusion, you come to Jimmy's, come for the desserts, because the desserts aren't too bad. So overall, that's kind of saved the day a little bit, especially the mousse. Do you like that? In fact, I'm going to get another one. Not the biggest portions though, are they? Saying that, it's a buffet. I imagine if you want to go up and get 50 of them, you can get 50 of them, but yeah. Just on the selection there. You can also help yourself to ice cream there. They've got some rice pudding up there, and they've got a fountain, a chocolate fountain. I'm always a bit nervous about chocolate fountains, so I've given that one a miss. So yeah, they have got a good selection up there. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you guys shortly. I'm going to think about my final thoughts here. It wasn't the best meal, was it? Okay. Okay, got the bill and I've paid the bill. It's £30, no service charge, but I'll talk about the service when we get downstairs. What's your thoughts? What marks would you give it? Me? I'm incredibly disappointed. Okay, better bring my receipt in case I get stopped on the way out, hey? Okay, so we come outside. Now, if you actually want to climb over the O2, there's your location. Not for me. I'll tell you what else wasn't for me either. It's that meal. Now, I've got to say, I was very, very disappointed all the way through. The thing that really got me, okay, was I was one of the first customers in there, and just about everything I had was cold. I mean, how could that actually be cold? Does it get hotter during the day? I doubt it. Was it kind of YMCA? Yesterday's meal cooked again? Now, I don't know, but yeah, all round disappointing. I'm not going to go through every single thing individually, but one, it was cold, it was tasteless, it was shocking. There was two highlights really, just two. One was the desserts, okay, and they were okay. They weren't the greatest, but they were desserts, and that kind of saved the day. And the chap had done the naan. Well done to him, because that was a good naan. It was done in the tandoor there, so yeah, that's all good. But overall, I'm struggling to find anything decent to say. Really struggling. Now the bill, it was only £15, and there's no service charge. Now it's often I ever sort of criticise service. They were going around and they didn't seem particularly happy, and I'm not really surprised because obviously they saw what was coming out really. So now look, it's £15. Let's not get carried away. It's a buffet, it's £15, and sometimes it can be hit and miss. Had I come in the evening and it's £23, I would have been like, oh, this ain't right. I wouldn't have it. No. Oh dear, what mark am I going to give it? Do you know something? I can only give it. I'm going to give it a 1 for the dessert and a 0.5 for the naan. So I'm going to give it 1.5 out of 10. Would I recommend going there? No, unfortunately, I can't recommend it. It was that disappointing, especially if you've gone in there in the evening. And the range, it wasn't a big range there. Yeah, just all round. You know, listen, what's your thoughts? Am I being too harsh? Am I being too generous? No, I can't be too generous, not 1.5. I mean, that's the worst score I've ever given. So yeah, please let me know. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, you know, I always appreciate that. And now, what have I got to do? I've got to find somewhere else to go because the poor cameraman, he hasn't eaten. So yeah, until next time, bye-bye.
Today is a trilogy. I am going to not 1, not 2, but 3 fish and chip shops, but they're not any normal fish and chip shops. They're the only coal-fired fish and chip shops in the whole of the country. The whole of the country. There's only 3 left. And I'm going to do all 3 in one video. As always, let's give it a go. So the first one we're coming to is in the Beamish Museum. Now, you've got to pay £35 to enter. You can use that all year round and as many times as you like. The first place we're going to is Davies Fried Fish. And if you take a look there, you see the smoke coming out of the chimney, so it's definitely open. This is number 1. Hi there, can I have fish and chips, please? Twice. Yes, please. That's it, thank you. That's great. Can I have a receipt there, please? Eddie, I've got your fish and chips. Eddie doesn't want to be on camera, but he follows the channel, so I brought him a portion of fish and chips because I appreciate him watching. 2 fish and chips, yep, that's mine. Okay. I'll pass that over to you. Eddie, it's so nice to meet you. And I mean that. Okay, no worries. You enjoy there, mate. Mind the bottom there. You've got your old salt and vinegar there as well. Salt first? You're putting salt on first?
Yeah, and then I'm going to go wash it away.
And then you go wash it away? Give me them back. You don't know what you're doing. And to you as well. You take care. You can see there, actual coal fired. Getting old beef dripping. Remember that. Oh, that's great. Thank you very, very much.
Fish broken.
The fish broken in half. Don't worry about that. It won't change the flavour. Vinegar on first, please. Then the salt. Vinegar on the side, so it goes to the bottom of the cone. No more salt. Let's give them a try. So, there we go. We've got the fish and chips. It's cod. It's done in beef dripping. The chap apologised for it breaking in half. Doesn't bother me, because I was going to break it in half anyhow. Let's get it out. Let's get it out. It's in a cone here. No, I don't want you going on the bench. Strange, got the bill twice. Take a look at the portion that we have. It's straight out of the fryer. So there's the cod. I don't think that's going to cut it, do you? It's just not going to cut it. Into the chips first of all. Beautiful. You can taste the beef dripping. A little bit different with the texture of the first 2 chips. First one was really crunchy. The other one was a little bit softer. Oh gosh, they're really good. hand cut chips. So you can see loads of different sizes. No, 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 you need to go away. Please go away. I will look after you later. Now onto the cod. Okay, the cost of it was £14.20. I bought Eddie a portion as well, so times by 2, but for this, £14.20. Close up here of the cod. That looks absolutely amazing. Brilliant whiteness to the cod. Oh, right. I'll tell you what, that is beautiful cod. The flakes, as you can see, are amazing. I was the very first person in the queue there, so I was making this a trilogy, but I'm not going to bother. Because I'm going to, if the other two fish and chip shops can match this, I would be absolutely astounded. I would be astounded. The batter. One of my fears over coal fire fish and chips is the temperature drop. Is it all going to be hot enough? But I was watching the chap in there, taking the temperature all the time, taking the temperature of the fish all round. Awesomely good. The batter is light, it's flaky, it's golden, it's... That is awesome. That is memorable. I'm not going to score it yet, because I'm doing the comparison, as I say, but it's going to be tough. It's a tough job. Having some of the best fish and chips in the world is so tough, but someone's got to do it. Am I getting much out of the coal effect? I'm not, to be honest. It's the beef dripping that's given the...
The internet is full of lolcows, but I think I've recently found my favorite lolcow, Lord Babylon. And if you're unfamiliar with what a lolcow is, it's pretty much like an internet laughing stock. And Lord Babylon, he's like this reverse alpha male where he preaches the same things as these internet alphas, except he doesn't really look like one of them. Like, you know, all those alpha males, they have like that one look to them where you're like, oh yeah, this guy definitely sells a course. Like they look a little bit like Ashton Hall or like FitX Fearless. Well, Lord Babylon, he looks like a Discord moderator, which just makes it 10 times funnier. You know that one Reddit meme of that guy putting his hand up like Thanos? That's exactly what Lord Babylon looks like. And I can't tell if this guy is trolling or not. Like, I feel like he could be, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if this dude was serious. I mean, just look at him. Y'all remember that one high school kid who was talking to his teacher? And I guess the teacher was trying to instruct him to do something. And the kid ended up telling the teacher that he's the alpha and alphas don't listen to teachers.
Kids getting out of hands these days.
I've had enough of this. This punishment stuff is going to stop.
You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do and not do?
I am now the alpha.
That's not how this works. I am the teacher.
The alpha takes priority over the teacher. The alpha takes priority over everything. Do you not know how that works?
The teacher is telling the alpha to sit in his seat right now.
And the alpha doesn't have to listen to orders from its lower.
Well, you don't have to listen, but the consequences that follow are going to still apply to the alpha.
The alpha doesn't take punishment.
Let's see how well that works out for him, okay?
Now that was real. You can tell that that kid was serious. That kid thought that he was more alpha than his teacher, so he didn't have to listen to him. And even though it's a high school kid and Lord Babylon is like 26, I believe, I wouldn't be surprised if Lord Babylon thought he was King Alpha. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a few of Lord Babylon.
Are you? I'm back. I brought home some gifts for your daughter. Huh? Did you forget you had a daughter? I'm back. I brought home some gifts for your daughter. Huh? Did you forget you had a daughter? You haven't given your daughter a gift in 9 months. Amira, come here.
My
Come
daughter
here,
has
Amira.
enough expensive jewelry.
What do you mean don't give your... Hold that one. What do you mean don't give your daughter any jewelry? When's the last time you even given your daughter a gift? Huh? I haven't seen her with new clothes since 9 months ago. Don't give her a gift. And that's not even expensive, bro. That's only 40,000. Try this one on. That's not expensive.
Baba, can I have some money?
No.
Oh.
No, come back, Amira, come back. Why are you so cheap, boy? How much you gonna ask for? You gonna say no? How much you want, Amira? How much?
$20.
$20, right? What you wanna go do? Get coffee with your friends?
Yeah.
Right, that's all she wanna do. She wants to get coffee with her friends. You're gonna say no? You so cheap. You don't wanna know something? Bubba was gonna put you up for adoption when you were 18 years old. Huh? I kept it a secret until today. Amira, here you go. Here you going. Take that one. Go get your coffee. You know what? Take my whole wallet. Take all the cards I have and go get yourself coffee. Huh? That's the way I treat my daughter. You need to do the same. She gonna ask for $20. You're gonna say no? No wonder he wanted to put you up for adoption.
Babylon's videos, and hopefully by the end of this, y'all become more alpha.
One of the biggest beta male things a man can ever say about his woman is this. I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. Gentlemen, the moment I hear those set of words coming out of your mouth, you have immediately lost all my respect.
This man has the greasiest hair I have ever seen. I'm paying attention to what he's saying, but dude, just look at this man's hair. It's so greasy.
The fact that you just said you're your woman's biggest fan tells me everything I need to know. You are a f***ing cock. You are a simp.
God forbid a dude loves his woman and he's his girl's biggest fan. I guess you can't show love to your girl anymore. Guess you can't be her biggest fan because I guess that's just cuck behavior now, according to Lord Babylon.
And you are a Your woman should be the one to say, I'm his biggest fan, not the other way around.
I mean, I feel like this is something that could go both ways. You're your girl's biggest fan, and she's your biggest fan. It shouldn't be just one way or the other. Like, I think it's perfectly fine for both of you to be each other's biggest fans.
Now listen, I have no problem with men supporting their woman. If you want to support your woman, support your woman. But I don't ever want to hear you say the words, I'm her biggest fan. That is something only beta male cucks with cotton candy dicks spew out of their mouth.
What is cotton candy dick? Out of all the insults, cotton candy dick is the one that comes to your mind? I guess this man just has a huge beef with the words, I'm her biggest fan. I guess he's fine with you loving your girl and stuff, but you just can't say you're her biggest fan. Or I guess you're a beta male cuck.
The moment your woman hears that you're her biggest fan, she can never look at you the same. And she can never respect you the same. I'm her biggest fan.
I'm at Flourishing Chinese. Oh, yeah. Could I do the 4 items?
Okay, go ahead.
Could I do the sweet and sour chicken balls? Yeah. I'll do deep fried prawns, okay. Pork fried rice, yeah. And beef and broccoli, please.
Fried rice, beef and broccoli, awesome. Would you like chopsticks at all today?
Yes, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
Actually, this morning, everybody just figured it out. Oh, yeah, it's been actually pretty steady.
With today's meal, I decided to go anti-vegetarian, deep fried prawns, chicken. Chicken, beef, pork, all on one plate. Let's go for shrimpy. Oh yeah. Let's try the rice. Barbecue pork fried rice. It's pretty good. My favorite is the Chinese chicken ball. Let's do some beef, big slices of delicious beef. What is the charge for eating this delicious, succulent Chinese meal? The 4-item combo is $21.99. Pretty hefty, but you do get a lot. I also got a refillable pop for $4. If you show up after 2:45 p.m., however, the lunch special goes up $2, so keep that in mind. But it was really good food. I had the deep-fried prawns. They're really fresh and come with their own dipping sauce. The chicken balls, the sauce isn't on the side, so it got kind of soggy quickly, but they were still okay. Fried rice was just average. It was, you know, it had a lot of vegetables and egg and pork fried rice. It didn't have much sear or flavor. That's fine though. It's kind of like a side. And then what impressed me the most was the beef and broccoli. That was delicious. It was like saucy, and like the broccoli was really like crisp still. It reminded me of like my mom's beef look growing up. It was really well done. So delicious food, really big menu. They do have some vegetarian options too. They got like deep fried bean curd and deep fried sweet and sour bean curd and rice, and maybe the egg rolls are vegetarian. So delicious food, lots of options. Me of like delicious. I'm at Florida.
Fan. No, you are not her biggest fan. You are her biggest headache. You are her biggest cock. You are her biggest simp. And you are her biggest male girlfriend. You're welcome.
Male girlfriend. I'm trying to wrap my head around like how does that male girlfriend, like to be a girlfriend, don't you have to be a girl? So like male girl, wouldn't that just cancel it out? Can't you just say like boyfriend? I don't know. I'm thinking way too hard with this. We gotta look at the comments because I know that they're just absolutely frying this dude. There's nothing wrong with being your girl's biggest fan and her being your biggest fan. Nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, Lord Babylon thinks otherwise. I can smell you through my phone. Because you would know, bro. GF review right now. Got enough oil in that hair to fill up a Nissan Altima. Is the credibility in the room with us? Exactly. What makes this man credible to say something like this? Or to give like alpha advice, you know? Like if this man had a girlfriend or something, you know, I'd maybe lock in when he's talking, but it seems like he doesn't. So like, why listen to him?
I will not give up my seat for any woman, ever. Because if Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, why should I? But if the woman was disabled or was carrying a child, then maybe I would give up my seat.
Okay. You know, it seems like he's having a change of heart. If she's disabled or has a baby, you know, he may give up that seat. Not 100%, but he may. You know, Lord Babylon might be changing.
But would I give up my seat to any woman, period? No. I will not give up my seat to any woman, period. You're welcome.
Dang, so if she's disabled or pregnant, then just F them then. You wanna sit? Nah. Lord Babylon said no. King Alpha said no. This guy's gotta be trolling, bro. This guy's either a really good actor or he's being dead serious. And that scares me, because if he's a really good actor, get this man directly into Hollywood ASAP, right? But if he's being serious, then get this man some help, you know? I would tell him to touch grass, but in this video, he's literally outside. So it's like, I don't know how to help this dude. And it's funny because the caption of this video is hashtag Rosa Parks. I am actually crying. That's hilarious.
If you have a photo of you kissing your woman's ass, you deserve my foot up yours. Like, you do know what this spells out, right? It means that you're the girlfriend in the relationship.
You're telling me a dude that is kissing his girl's butt in a photo is the girlfriend in a relationship? Yet I promise you, this man has never even kissed a girl's butt. Like, what?
It means that your woman doesn't desire you. And it also shows that your woman is for the whole team. And you're just making it a lot easier for your girl to be stolen away. Like, do you not see how much of a moron you look? Like, how do you have the confidence to make yourself look stupid?
You know, like when I was a kid, I didn't like to eat my greens. So what my parents would do is they would mix rice, chicken, broccoli, and other stuff into a bowl and mash it together, and I would eat it like baby food. Then it got me to eat my greens. I'm wearing a muscle shirt today. That's right, a tank top. The arms aren't very long, so when I was wearing regular t-shirts, the t-shirt would it would stretch past the shirt, and it wouldn't look good, you see? So now, because I'm wearing a muscle shirt, now I can wear these shirts again, and now my bulges will show. Let's look into it. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk.
I need to get closer.
Found any good treasure lately?
My directive has been fulfilled.
Don't forget to repair your gear.
It is too far away.
Welcome to the Dragon Eye.
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been open.
Well, it seems like indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Perfect. We are just about... Wait! Ichistraz, there is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? That is too...
What is that thing? This is your fault!
Absolutely not!
Please, help us, new students. could have been avoided by someone not trying too hard.
This Lishrath arena. Wait, what are these birds doing here? Now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is Tarantos for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention. Huh? At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
Excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan. Have a target. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragon accidentally overloaded an arcane element and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc. The Blue Dragons battled Veximus fiercely.
It is too far away.
These are sacred halls of learning. We must register to access them. Learn from this. Some merit points for you. Semester! Learn from this! Learn from this! Learn from this! Think about what you have done! Go to the corner!
dear. It seems the parameters I wove into my out-of-office spell were a bit, extreme. Thank you for all your help in getting the school ready.
Hello everyone, I'm Voodoo. I'm the WoW having 8 to the hunt. So void meta, feel free to use soul immolation or lower keys, use that. And if you're at 3 stacks of void, boom, star. And again, because I don't have an eradicate smuggled, I'm going to use Void Ray first, and then use collapsing star, followed by an eradicate. Boom. At this point, the goal of the game is to push Cull whenever we're at 3 stacks of Voidfall, push Void Ray on cooldown, and hello everyone. Voodoo here. I am the Devourer Demon Hider. Once we actually enter Void meta. So, eradicate again, and then another collapsing star. And this way we get a lot of burst damage, and all of it's upfront in our trinket window. That really is the big difference. In single target, you want to use collapsing star after Void Ray, so you can get Void Ray on cooldown. But in AoE, you want to use collapsing star first, then use eradicate, then Void Ray, then eradicate, then collapsing star, and that will oftentimes get you to a second collapsing star, all of which is inside your trinket and your potion window, which is a lot of damage. From there, we'll talk about the general priority. Okay, so rotationally, not too complex. The only thing that's really changing is that we have to reintroduce Soul Immolation into our rotation. So Soul Immolation generates damage, generates souls, generates fury. We don't use it inside Void meta. We only use it outside of Void meta in place of a consume. Pretty easy stuff there. Otherwise, it does play the same. The only big difference is reap usage and optimization. So generally speaking, this is to another Void Ray. This one here procs Voidfall, so we use it right away. Then we use Soul
Anaria Shola. Treatment. My goods are one of a kind. Return.
Forward to our negotiation.
I gotta pee because you
We're good? We're good? Hurry up! Right. We're good? We're good? Hurry up!
Thank you. Not garlic bread, but they've run out of.
Is better. Now, the big thing for this, if we go back to range of 2 weeks, is that it's actually not better in every single boss. So if we look specifically at Midnight Falls on Mythic, you can see Havoc is performing much better than Devourer. Now, there's like 2 or 3 Havocs that have killed it. Not a great data set. Devourer has a lot more data sets, and this is pretty fun. Now, again, kind of glaives everywhere often, which is my opinion, except if you have